Hello everybody, it's time for another unboxing. I got some really cool books in this box, so I'm just gonna rip this thing open and let's get them out of here and take a look. Okay, before we get started, I just noticed something new in this box from CGC is the cardboard they surround books with typically has this on there. If you're not the intended recipient of this package or if it is misplaced during shipment, please contact yada yada. Oops. So I wonder if we're going to make them put a label on there regarding that. There must be some wrong shipments going to the wrong place, and it must be happening fairly frequent for them to put this notice on here. That's a little bit worrying, right? Yeah, there's been some issues with CGC lately. Not just myself, but they've been switching labels on some books. My last unboxing, I believe they switched to ASM number 2 and a number 4. Yeah, not good stuff. We don't want that. But man, shipping the wrong books to the wrong person, that's like the most unforgivable thing that any grading company could do, and that should not happen. There should be checks and balances and redundancies and all that stuff. And if switched, I mean, where's the quality control at, right? It's supposed to not happen. Okay, so to this unboxing, first one we've got here, and I already know the grades. The owners wanted to know the grades. We have a Silver Surfer number 1. Beautiful square bound version, and there's a crease here, a crease across here, big tick there, and there's something else going on the back. But otherwise, this book presents pretty much like an 8.5, I would say. So it's a beautifully presenting copy, and I actually thought this would land somewhere between 6.5 and 7.0. So extremely happy that we got much higher than we expected. We got the 7.5. So we'll definitely take that as a start. So the next book is first Wolverine, Incredible Hulk number 181. Now this is a disappointing grade. This is the other end of the spectrum. This book was originally a 9.2. The owner wanted to go for the 9.2. Did I say 9.0? It was originally a 9.0. He wanted to go for the 9.2. And yeah, I thought after I was done, it was a solid 9.2 with an outside chance of 9.4. We got the 8.5. It is white pages, which is great, but this book is every bit of at least a 9.0, but I would say it's a 9.2. It's just got too many ticks on it to be a 9.6 or higher, but otherwise this book looks like a 9.6, 9.8. It's just got, just a handful of ticks right along here to keep it from getting 9.6, and I guess 9.42 in my opinion. But, oh, and the notes say light fade to left center of front cover. Does that look faded to you? Do you see a fade anywhere on that book? So this is a mistake. I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Maybe the fade was on another book and he just got his notes mixed up. And I say he because a woman would never make that mistake, right? Only a man could make this mistake, see a fade when there is no fade. I've never, that's a weird one. I've gotten fade books back before that were not faded and I've resubmitted. And, they obviously weren't faded and got the higher grade the second time. So I think that's the reason it got the 8.5 was a mistake. It's unfortunate we have to pay for these mistakes. I mean, I could try to fight this out with CGC and be like, is there a fade on this book? Yada, yada. I think this is a 9.2. Let's resubmit it. Let's let it sit in a warehouse for 9 weeks while we wait on them to make a decision on it. And then it could go either way at that point. It's really not worth it in my opinion. So I'm not recommending it to the owner to do that. It's better just to get this book back and turned around again quickly for the owner, right? So, but of course I'll let him make that decision, right? All right. Yes, we have, you're not going to believe this book. And speaking of CGC screw-ups, I think this is something like 5 or 6, maybe 7 submissions in a row that there's been some issue. Could be just a minor little thing. But there is some issue with generally every submission. I don't know what's going on. Are they overloaded right now? Inexperienced staff. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we got a beautiful Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8. And it got the 9.8 white pages, which is freaking amazing, right? But look at the label. What's it say? Yeah, man, this is a newsstand. That's incredible, right? This is like a $1,000, $1,300 book, right? Wrong. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but if you look at that, it's got that. Let me get my glasses on. I don't want there to be any shenanigans here with CGC because I just want to make sure that I'm not. Yes, it's very, very hard to see because another issue is this inner well is bent. Can you see that bend? But if you look carefully, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but you can see there's something in the middle of this book. It's the Mark Jewelers insert. This is a 9.8 Mark Jewelers. Let that sink in. Okay, now some of the mistakes that CGC makes are pretty, pretty tame. Not a lot of harm's going to be caused by them, right? But imagine this. You don't know anything about this book. It's your childhood book. You bought it. Maybe you're the son or daughter of somebody in the military, and they bring this home, right? And you store it away. Lovingly, he stores it away, or she stores it away for 30 years, right? And you get this book out, and he or she or the child decides to sell this book. So they submit it to CGC, and it comes back 9.8. Yes, it got the newsstand. They put it on the market. They go to sell it. It sells for $1,300 or whatever the going price is. The person that buys this book gets it in, and maybe they don't notice. Maybe it sits in the case for 10 years or 5 years, or maybe they do notice. But regardless, somebody eventually probably figures out that this was originally supposed to be a Mark Jewelers that this owner had originally. So, you know what this book is worth? I think it's north of $5,000, if I'm not mistaken. So, this person gets that $1,300 in, and they're just ecstatic. Could you imagine? Maybe if it's a younger person struggling, you know what $5,000 could have meant to that person, maybe? They got 13 and they were happy? This is a huge error. I mean, imagine that. $4,000 is a lot of money. That's a lot of money to anybody. I don't care who you are. So this is CGC potentially screwing somebody out of $4,000 just because of another stupid label mistake. I mean, this upsets me. I'm laughing right now, but it's really not funny. Could you imagine, not knowing that and having that happen to you? That's really sad. So CGC, get your act together, man, and your quality control. Fix it. It's not hard for somebody to be like, original order, Mark Jewelers, let me look at this newsstand. Oh my God, it's a mistake. Let me go send this back in and get it fixed. It's inexcusable. It's not that hard to have one person at the end just say label, document, label. Correct, not correct. It's inexcusable, man. And it's happening a lot. I've seen plenty of videos out there where this is happening. So, but amazing news for this customer though, because he knows it's a Mark Jewelers. So I'm sending that thing right back. We're getting the correct label on it. So you'll probably see it in an unboxing in the near future. Not to diminish that book at all, but yeah, CGC, man. What's going on here? So thanks for watching. Stay nerdy. I'll see you in the next video.